Hello, beautiful people. Once more, welcome to my channel. My name is Mr. Zootechnical. In this channel, we talk about agricultural and livestock activities as well as agribusiness. If this is your first time of watching my video, do subscribe, like, share, and above all, drop us a comment in our comment section. In today's video, I'm going to talk about some few tips of how you can determine the temperature of your brooding room without using a zootechnical thermometer. What we are going to do is to look at how the chicks are behaving in your brooding room. You know that chicks are still very young and they don't have the thermoregulatory mechanism of their body is not really developed to maintain their body temperature even when the temperatures are high or low. So we are going to illustrate 4 different scenarios so that it will help you to know when your chicks are comfortable, when the heat is high or low. So in the first situation, we are going to show you where the birds are very comfortable. So here what we have, this is our brooder or the heat source, and this is the chick, the circular chick guard. So as you can see, the birds are evenly distributed. They are everywhere, evenly distributed. It therefore shows that they are very comfortable. The temperature is very, very normal. So in the second situation, you permit us, we are using rudimentary tools to illustrate this particular information. We are in a small poultry building. So here is a situation where the temperature is low. It is too cold. This is your heat source. And these are your birds. They have not gone out of this area because the heat is very low and they are all of them are being attracted towards the heat source. When you see a situation like this, what you have to do is simply, if you are using bulbs 100 watts, what you have to do is simply to increase the number of bulbs that you have, or maybe switch on the other bulbs that you have switched off. If you are using charcoal, what you have to do is simply to add some charcoal so that the heat will automatically increase. If you are using gas, you can increase it. So this is a second scenario. The third scenario is a situation whereby this is a situation where the heat is more than 34 to or 35 degrees. It is too hot. This is the heat source. As you can see, you have realized that there's no chick here because the heat is too much. It's too high. The temperature here is too high. That is why you see chicks around here. They have moved away from the heat source. So when you observe a situation like this, what you need to do is simply to reduce. If you have bulbs of 100 watts, depending the heat source that you are using, you may be using charcoal, firewood, gas, electricity, whatever you are using. What you need to do is simply to reduce the heat. If you are using firewood, maybe you can remove some logs of firewood from your brooder. If you are using charcoal, it's simply to use maybe water and then you see how you can spread on the charcoal to reduce the heat. If you are using bulbs, you can reduce the number of bulbs inside the brooder. That is how you regulate the temperature inside your brooder without actually using a zootechnical thermometer. Because here like that, what you do is how the chicks behave. Their behavior will determine if the temperature is normal or not. So in the last scenario, we are going to show you in this, it's not all that common. It is actually not common. This is drafty. In this situation, maybe a building has cracks, or there are areas where when it is windy, or maybe when it's rainy, rain will be entering through some cracks. And in a situation like that, birds will tend to run away from that area and then they will go towards a particular corner, as you can see on this diagram. So let's say here is wind that is coming in. It will cause the birds to move from this area to this other area. So when you observe a situation like this, just automatically know that this is what is happening. Maybe the breeze is coming from the east, or maybe the breeze is coming from the south. It depends on the direction. Or it is rainy, and at the same time there's a lot of wind, and then water is entering through maybe the door or whatever. It will cause a situation like this. The birds will tend to run away from this particular area. They will run away from it. If it's coming from this end, the birds will run away from this area, maybe come to this area. If it's coming from this end, vice versa. So when you observe a situation like this, know that you have this kind of, either is wind or maybe it's rainy, or maybe something accidentally fell here, it will cause them to run away from this area. That is how it happens in a poultry or maybe in a brooder. So as I said, if you find this piece of information useful, please don't forget to drop us a comment in our comment section so that it will help us to improve on the quality of our subsequent videos. As I said earlier, we are involved in agricultural and livestock activities as well as agribusiness. So we'll be sharing some other videos maybe on how your buildings should be oriented. Maybe you have a piggery, some livestock infrastructures, how you can conceive them. So if you find these videos interesting, please don't forget to share to your friends, share to livestock breeders, share to poultry farmers, share, so that in course of the discussion we can bring up good suggestions that will help to improve the livestock sector. Thank you very much for watching my video.